Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in on this new Let's Play. We already did Sonic the Hedgehog. Today we're going to do Sonic the Hedgehog 2. As everyone knows, Sonic is one of my favorite games, and Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is probably my favorite game of the series. So today I'm going to play through the entirety of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, trying to get all the Chaos Emeralds, and let's get started. And I'm going to play as Sonic. Alright, so here we go. Emerald Hill. Essentially a remix of Green Hill Zone from the first Sonic game. Now, I'm going to take forever to get through this level because I'm going to try and get the Chaos Emeralds now. Basically, to just save myself the hassle of trying to get them all later. Because it is a pain in the butt to try and get the Chaos Emeralds later on in the game. Unlike the first Sonic game, in this one you collect 50 rings and you pass the goalposts, or rather the lamp posts, and see the ring of stars, and you have to jump through that and get started on the half pipe. So this one's pretty easy. They get progressively harder, obviously. Wouldn't be any challenge if they didn't get it progressively harder as you went. But I am going to say now I'll probably fail the 5th special stage a couple of times before I get it, because that one always seems to give me trouble. It has a really high ring goal, and not a lot of rings to work with. And the other thing is too is like you cannot afford to get hit by the bombs. If you get hit by the bombs, you're pretty much screwed. In that one anyways. Because they take 10 rings away, I think. I'm not sure. I used to have like all these special stages memorized and like muscle memory and everything. I only play this game every couple of months now, rather than like when I was a kid I used to play this game like every weekend or every other weekend. I've played through this game so many times growing up, but obviously once you're an adult, unfortunately the games that you loved as a kid, you don't have enough time to play all the time. So, alright, back to it. And don't mind me, I'm sipping a little coffee. I'm doing this early morning. As if the Sonic speed wasn't enough to keep me awake. I need the speed of caffeine. I'm not like a child anymore. I can't wake up at the break of dawn, or before dawn is even broken, and play one of these games. Anyone used to do that as a kid? Just wake up first thing in the morning, before anyone else in your house got up, just to play a video game. Either like a game that you rented at like your local video rental store or Blockbuster, or just a game that you had and you were just so excited to play. This was one of those games for me. I would wake up like 5 in the morning before my parents would wake up, plug in the headphones into the headphone jack on the Genesis, which actually sounded better than the crappy mono audio that you had, and I would just have so much fun. And by the time my parents woke up and it was time for breakfast, I had already saved the world. Alright, so this is special stage number 2, in case you didn't notice. Alright. This one's not too difficult. You just have to be wary of the bombs, because they start really throwing bombs at you on this one. Alright, we're almost there. Only 140 rings, so not even 20 I need to get right now. So after I do this one, I'm going to do Sonic CD, and that one I really like, and I hope that I'll have a decent playthrough on that one, because that one, I didn't actually get exposed to that one until I was much older. Whereas like these, like Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, I played them to death as a kid. Sonic CD I didn't actually get until I was in high school, and we had a PC. Yeah, we didn't get a computer until the year 2000. And that was when I finally had a chance to play Sonic CD, was on the Windows version of it. And once they finally released it on the HD remake, I was really, really happy because they did a good job with it. Plus they brought the Japanese soundtrack in on it. And a lot of people will tell you that the Japanese soundtrack is phenomenal to that game, and it is. Although I still love the American soundtrack to Sonic CD, just because of the nostalgia. That's what I experienced when I first played it. Plus, like, if you actually pop that CD into your CD player, you would get the soundtrack playing. It was so cool. But unfortunately, with the advent of modern PCs, that game is no longer working for like Windows 7 without doing a whole mess of crap to get it to work. So I hadn't played Sonic CD in such a long time by the time that HD remake came out. I was so happy when it did. I immediately plunked down, I think it was like $10 at the time. Anyways, number 3. And the music in the special stages is so much fun. It really makes you feel like you're like in a race or something. As much as people hate these special stages for their difficulty, these are like my favorite special stages in the entire series. I mean, the ones in the first Sonic game are iconic in just the fact that like it set the stage for what technically could be done on a Sega Genesis, but this special stage for me it's just so cool. Like the pseudo 3D, the almost 3D sprite on the 3D half pipe with the 2D bombs. I mean, it looked so cool. It looks so much better than anything that you could possibly have expected to see on a video game console at the time. I mean, granted, there's a lot of slowdown with it, but I don't know. I always found that the blue spheres in the Sonic 3 was far too easy and boring. Because I do like me some challenge. I'm not gonna lie, I do like me some challenge. I mean, I will play the original Castlevania if I can manage to capture it on the Hopog. That's essentially what I'm using, is a Hopog setup. And that's why I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Basically, for anyone who's not familiar with the Hopog, it works well with modern systems because it's got the right connectors and everything. But if you try to use anything that's older than like the modern PS3, Xbox 360, PS4, all that stuff, because of, I guess, the signal that the older systems use, I guess there's like an issue with the video when it passes through the Hopog, that it starts off really good and fine, and then all of a sudden just gets totally either slowed down or sped up. And it has something to do with it. It has to go through like this video pass-through, like on a VCR. So I do have a VCR lying around specifically for recording off my older consoles, off my Jenny, off of my NES, and hopefully someday we'll get an SNES. But so it's going to be an experiment once I actually get that hooked up to see if the theory behind it actually works. So anxious about that, because I'd really like to show you guys some of my favorites on the Genesis, like Rocket Knight Adventures. Oh my god. I did start one a long time ago, and I was doing that off of an emulator, off of the European beta version. But I've kind of refined my setup here. I've got a decent mic. Of all things, it's a blue mic. And a lot of people aren't too high on it, but so far it's the recording quality is pretty darn good for it. So, so we'll see. But yeah, I would love to show you guys the original Castlevania, because that's one of the most difficult games I've ever played. And when I got to Dracula, the first time when I played it, which was this past summer, God, my roommate will tell you, I was probably stuck on Dracula for like hours. And I remember I got up to him for the first time, and yeah, there's a lamppost up above, which is what I'm trying to get to right now, and failing miserably at. But the first time I got to Dracula in Castlevania, I had been playing for like 2 or 3 hours already, struggling to get through the main course of the game, and I was getting to the point where like I could breeze through the first 5 levels, no problem. And then I got up to Dracula, hit a brick wall, and luckily with that, like, you get game over at Dracula, you just keep starting over at Dracula. And all of a sudden, my NES just freaked out and decided to stop working. Like, and I was, like, having a miracle run against Dracula at that precise moment, and I'm like, what the hell? So, lesson learned, give your NES a rest after a couple hours. Just because it's been refurbished and has a nice, shiny, new cartridge holder in it and reader, doesn't mean it's going to work forever. So, lesson learned. So this one, they throw some curveballs at you. Not really. Yep. Jumped too early. Still managed to get it. But, will this set me back? And maybe. We'll see. And, you know, for anyone who's watching, I say this in, like, every video, too. You know, leave a comment. Tell me what you like, what you don't like about my commentaries. Tell me what you'd like to see me improve. Any games you'd like to see me do. Because I am open to, like, trying games that I've never played before. So yeah, just give me suggestions. So there we go, that's 4 out of 7. 3 more left. Another swig of coffee. Because I'm doing this, like, I'm doing these videos for me, but I'm also doing them for, you know, whoever is kind enough to sit and watch me play a game and ramble on about, you know, random tangents. I have reached out to my friends too, and, you know, they're interested in helping me do these, so hopefully in the near future we'll have some group commentaries. And so it's not just going to be me monologuing for, you know, an entire playthrough. Alright, so here's the one that always gives me trouble. Number 5. The thing that I like about this game, though, is that at least once you get stuck on a special stage, you do that special stage until you get through it. So, like, it helps you memorize it better, I think. In Sonic 1, it loops it, so that way if you screw up, alright, cool. That's actually really good right there. Alright. Like Sonic 1, it loops it around so that way you actually go through every special stage in sequence first before you come back to the one that you screwed up on. And that kind of annoys me because I like to, if I'm screwing up on one thing in particular, I like to do it repetitively so that way I can figure out what I'm doing wrong and fix it. That's what I like about them constantly looping these special stages until you've gotten it right. And here we go. Managed to get that one on my first go around, which is very rare. Now, considering there's like more than 7 lampposts in Emerald Hill Zone, there's actually a secret one in this act that I've only ever been able to access once. And I have no idea how I was able to do it. I kind of wonder if the programmers designed this level as a way to farm the Chaos Emeralds. Because it's way too easy to get them all in this first zone, and then just breeze through the rest of the game as Supersonic. I'm guessing they had to have. I mean, it's... To me, it can't be a mistake that they did that. It just seems very deliberate. Alright. So time for lamppost number 3 for this stage. Trick is getting there without losing said rings. Yeah. What's over here? What's over here? What's over here? What's over here? Oh, rings. And I think there's a coconuts there, and I do not want to run into a coconuts. Drop! Okay, I thought there was going to be fish there. Here we go, number 3. Stage number 6. $80 rings, let's do this. Oh, shoot. That wasn't cool. Totally whiffed that. Oh, man. Barely. Barely. That was rough. The trick is, too, to beating these special stages is just memorization and repetition. The more you play them, the better you will get at memorizing where the rings are going to appear next. And you will be on your way to anticipating where they're going to be. That's really how I ended up getting the Chaos Emeralds for the first time. It was just through playing through these special stages so much and failing. I got this. Pending me screwing up and getting hit by bombs, which I'm not going to. There's the Chaos Emerald number 6. So yeah, this is probably the longest you've ever seen anyone putz around in Emerald Hill Zone. I just looked at the time and we are at 20 minutes just about. So, I do apologize about the length of time, but I am dedicated to farming the emeralds this early. And now I only have one more special stage left to go for the 7th and final emerald. And once we get that, then we'll be rocking and rolling. And the rest of the game will actually go by in a flash. Because Supersonic, I might actually just do like a speedrun too. But Supersonic is essentially anyone who has never played a Sonic game before. Supersonic is Sonic Invincible, and basically you just run through everything like there's no tomorrow. So. Now it's just a matter of being very careful not to lose these rings. Yeah. F you, coconuts. Invincibility, I want you. I need you. I can't live without you. There we go. We're almost there. Oh, and did I mention I really like the soundtracks to these games? I think I've mentioned that several times in the first one. Another swig of coffee. Let's finish this bitch up. Now, some people like to just weave in and out of the bombs and live dangerously. Not me. I like to play it safe and just jump from side to side on the half pipe. I don't want to risk screwing up and losing all these hard-earned rings. There we go. 111. 150 for the next checkpoint. Let's do this. I really feel like for this special stage, I think the developers just got lazy, because this one is so freaking easy for the final special stage. Like, really, what was that? And all I have to do is just get 10 more rings. Yeah, and this, me dodging those bombs, it is just a matter of me having memorized this special stage to the point that it's just muscle memory. So yeah, at this point, I don't even need to do anything. I've won this, so I've got Emerald number 7 before I've ended Emerald Hill Zone. So it's pretty much game over at this point. Now it's just a formality. I just have to get through the rest of the game. So that took me about 22 minutes. And I apologize that it took 22 minutes to get through Emerald Hill Zone. So I could be really funny and get the 50 rings that you need, change into Supersonic for the joke of a boss fight. And you know what? I think I am going to do that. Why not? I've got them. Might as well abuse them. So there we go. That's Supersonic. And he moves with supersonic speed. And one thing, there is a glitch. If you pass a goalpost with more than 50 rings as Supersonic and then you jump in the air after you pass said goalpost at the end of the act, or even after you defeat Robotnik and bust open the egg carrier, and you have over 50 rings and you jump up in the air and you activate Supersonic, the game glitches out like 9 times out of 10, and Sonic will just do like a moonwalk up in the air, and the Supersonic music will just play on loop, and the game just freezes there. So you essentially break the game. I discovered that one too many times as a kid, and getting so pissed off at my Sega Genesis, I like would rip the card out without even turning this console off and like toss it around across the room. So yeah, don't recommend doing that. So Chemical Plant Zone. This is where the blast processing was really like, oh my god! And this is one of my favorite tunes of this song, of this game. That's the one unfortunate thing about Supersonic in this game, is that once you get him, he's automatic when you're in the air and you have 50 rings. It's not like in Sonic 3 where you have to press the jump button twice to activate Supersonic. You just jump in the air and Supersonic is activated in this one. So if you like the music of the stages, try to like wait to get all your rings. So see, that it only took me a minute 10 seconds to get through this stage, this act. Seriously, the rest of this game is gonna like fly. Just you wait. Blast processing! Sega does what Nintendo don't. I can't help but say that every time I think of blast processing. And what's really ironic is that I have both Sega Genesis games and Super Nintendo games on my PlayStation 3 in the form of Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy V and, of course, the Sonic games. So I've got Sega and Nintendo living in harmony on a Sony console. See, Sony bringing us together since 1995. See, I'm waiting to activate Supersonic. There he is. His animation when you activate him, he almost kind of looks like out of like Dragon Ball Z or something like that. It's kind of funny. Alright, so I gotta be really careful with this thing. Because Supersonic is so fast, I could easily get crushed by this thing if I went through it super fast. That's the only problem with Supersonic, is that because he's so fast, sometimes he'll actually get himself into trouble. And you'll notice, too, his jump control, a little more floaty, a little more difficult to handle due to the speed. He also jumps significantly higher, which is nice. Yeah, and I'm dead. Because I brought him back. I should have just let him fall forward, because then he would have actually landed on that thing. Because they anticipate you actually falling onto that. Which is why it's there. But that's alright. I get to do this the old-fashioned way. I failed miserably at that. Oh my god. What is wrong with me this morning? It's because I'm playing for an audience, that's why. Oh my god, what is up? Seriously, this boss never gives me this kind of trouble. It has to be because I'm recording this, that's why. No, really, it is. Anyone who doesn't believe me, watch me play this on a regular basis. There, motherfucker. Die, motherfucker, die! Oh, and the other great thing, they added some new stuff to Sonic's animation for Sonic 2, so you can get, or that, or Aquatic Ruin. This is Sonic 2's equivalent of a water level, and luckily, unlike Labyrinth Zone, if you are smart and stay above, go the top path, you will never, ever, ever actually touch water in this level, except for maybe like 2 seconds. Which is really awesome. Because apparently hedgehogs hate water. Alright. So now I got the Supersonic going. Yep. So basically all you have to do is just hold right on the D-pad, and it's win. That's win right there. That's loaded with win, as a matter of fact. That's win squared. That's win-a-ding-dong. I don't know. It's only 7 o'clock in the morning here. I'm playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I feel like I'm 8 years old again. So, sue me for feeling like a kid. Now the only thing is if I could actually get paid to do this. And yeah, I could monetize my videos because I did have that offer from YouTube, but after the mess that I've seen so many other YouTubers go through that have monetization activated on their accounts that do the video games, yeah, I don't want to get all mixed up in that and have my videos marked and, like, have copyright infringement violations for fair use of, you know, recording a playthrough of a video game. I mean, it's so ridiculous, the whole thing. I mean, it's died down now. It's right now it's February, what day is it? The 10th? No, it's the 11th. And, you know, everything that happened with that, it's kind of died down. So I haven't heard much from, like, people like, Bunny Hop. Anyone who subscribes to Bunny Hop, you know that his, George's video review of Metal Gear Solid 3, his critical close-up was flagged. And, you know, Angry Joe obviously had some major issues, like tons of his videos were flagged, and so, I mean, I just didn't want to have to go through the hassle. Like, I do this, this is a hobby. The only time I get to do this is when I'm not, like, so busy with work and so, like, drained that, you know, I have nothing to say. Like, I'm on vacation right now, which is why I'm able to get a couple of these banged out, and hopefully more. And I would love to do this on a regular basis and, like, make some semblance of a little bit of money just to supplement what I get at my normal job. 'Cause, I mean, who wouldn't want to do this and make money doing it? Doing something you love is better than doing something you hate. And for me, this is a labor of love. It's a hobby. I enjoy doing this. I like doing these videos. I like showing people older games. I like showing the generation that maybe didn't get exposed to these. Spiny Hedgehog got spined. And, you know, just create an appreciation for the older generation, older style. I mean, if there was a viable way, aside from emulation, to, like, record, like, Atari games, I would totally do it. Because I do have a 2600 and a 7800 lying around. And the 7800 is the one that's actually hooked up to my television. But neither one are modded with RCA inputs. But I guess there's got to be a way that I could do the coax to an RCA and plug it into the Hopog, but I mean, I'd really like to go back and revisit, like, my older reviews of the Atari games and stuff and just really do good versions of them. Because basically all that was me setting up my camera on a tripod, pointing it at the TV, playing the game for a little bit, and doing a review. It was so amateur, and it's like, now I actually, you know, spent the money for a Hopog and, you know, can do decent capture. So yeah, Supersonic again in Casino Night, which is one of the first levels that, like, really got the spinball thing going, which, by the way, I am not going to do Sonic Spinball. I only will if it's requested, but Sonic Spinball to me is blasphemy. It's like one of the worst Sonic games, if not the worst Sonic game on the Genesis. Wait, no. The worst Sonic game on the Sega Genesis is actually Sonic 3D Blast. Oh my god. Pseudo 3D, isometric 3D. Sonic lacking all semblance of speed, which is like, okay, why am I playing a Sonic game if there's no speed? What's the point? There is no point. That's how I feel about a lot of the modern Sonic games. There's not enough speed. It's not just like, you know, back in the day, especially Sonic 4. Oh my god. There was no speed in that game. Like, I'll have to redo my review, or maybe do like a short play through like a let's try to play type of thing. All credit to Super Bunny Hop on that one. But like Sonic 4, oh my god, that abomination of a Sonic game. It can't even be called a Sonic game. They ruined the physics. Like, in this game, and like all of the Sega Genesis Sonic games, Sonic had physics. Like, he had inertia and everything. You could let go of the controller and he would fly and, you know, do what you want him to do. But in Sonic 4, you let go of the D-pad, he stops. So like if you're flying through the air and you want to just let his you know, his momentum carry him through something, you could do it in these old ones, but unfortunately in Sonic 4 you can't, because as soon as you let go of that D-pad, he has no momentum. Alright, and I'm just gonna destroy this. This is actually a really challenging boss fight if you do not have Supersonic. Although if you do have Tails and somebody controlling Tails, then it can be pretty funny, because you can just have the person controlling Tails do all the work for you. So, that's Casino Night Zone. Hilltop Zone's next. So, we're getting through these zones. Fast and Furious here. This is like Neo Green Hill. Oh, and speaking of Neo Green Hill, anyone who has any familiarity with Sonic 2 and its development knows of the infamous Hidden Palace Zone and how it was removed from the game, and you know, there was that beta ROM that was floating around on the internet about 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago now, like 15, 16 years ago. I'm showing my age. And I guess the story behind the beta ROM is that it was taken from an actual beta cart that Yuji Naka admits to having been stolen at like the New York City Toy Fair or something like that. And you know, somebody took it and ripped the ROM image out of it and ended up creating the ROM that I did download it and try it out, and I really like the setup of Hidden Palace Zone. Like, for me, that's one thing that fascinates me about game development, is stuff like that, the stuff that ends up getting tossed aside. And Sonic the Hedgehog 2, above all other games, had so much mystery surrounding it. Like, a lot of people thought, like, because there was like an image of a Master Emerald, and like supposedly Tails was like the keeper of the Chaos Emeralds and things like that. Like, there was so much rumor and conjecture. There was also like with Neo Green Hill, and there was like a Treetop Zone, and a lot of people thought that like Treetop Zone was an early version of Metropolis Zone, and so people had speculated that because the development of this game coincided with Sonic CD, that Sonic Team was trying to incorporate, that is Sonic Team USA, because that was the team that developed Sonic 2, that Sonic Team, this was developed at the Sega Technical Institute, for anyone who cares, that they were trying to incorporate time travel. And I guess, you know, due to the obvious system limitations of the Sega Genesis, they couldn't. And so they just left it for Sonic CD to do the time travel. Which is fine, because Sonic 2 just ended up being such an amazing game, but, you know, it kind of makes you think, like, what about these undeveloped levels? There's also a Dust Hill Zone, which there's some infamous screenshots of Sonic running through a desert with, like, these crocodile robots and stuff. Like, just the idea of, like, the stuff that could have been that got thrown out. And I guess there's a new version out for mobile now of Sonic 2 that includes these levels, or at least includes Hidden Palace Zone now. But I don't know, I mean, to me, it's neat to have it, but I just wonder, like, number one, do they use the music that was in the beta cart, which ended up being used for, it was the music that got used for Mystic Cave Zone 2-player, which I think fits the Hidden Palace levels so much better. Because there is, in the sound test, this one track that got unused that, I forget the number of it. If I remember it, I'll add it to the description of the video, or down in the comments, or whatever. But it was like this really slow, mournful track that the first time I heard it, I'm like, what the hell is this? It blew my mind discovering it. I'm like, where did this get used in the game? And it never did. So everyone theorized that was the track that was going to play in Hidden Palace Zone, and there was like some big tragic thing that was supposed to happen, and like, you know, obviously nothing like that ever came about, but it's just the thought of what if they actually kept that level in the game? What would have happened? You know, how different would the game have played, flow-wise? So here we go, Mystic Cave. I love this level, and I love the track. I love the music to this game. As if anyone had any doubts. I've only said how much I love the Sonic game music so much. Doo-doo. Ding. And this level just like it's so mysterious and spooky. Altogether ooky. And I love the barrier in this game. It looks so cool. I just love everything about this game. It's such a refinement of what made Sonic 1 so good. And I mean, Sonic 3, like I've said before, I love it, but I don't know, it just didn't hit me the same as Sonic 2 did. Like, Sonic 2 just took what I thought about the Sonic games, what they were about, and just completely changed what I thought of the series. Like, I loved the series after the first game. But after playing this one, forget about it. It was like they did enough to refine the formula, refine what made Sonic great, and just made such a kick-ass game. I miss the glory days of Sega. I really do. I wish that they would come back with something good, and like Sonic could relive his glory days. But I guess, you know, this is all in the past. I mean, this game now, this came out in what, 92? So this game is going to be 22 years old come November, which is amazing to think, because I remember when this game first came out. 22 years. I mean, the first Sonic game came out in 91. That's 23. I mean, this was in a period where Sega was just so on top of it. Their development was top-notch. They were getting game after game after game out there. The Jenny was just far and away had some of the best games going. I mean, so didn't Nintendo, but I don't know, personally I think the Jenny had some, like, not necessarily the biggest name series, but just overall games. They were just so good. I mean, Genesis especially was good with the shoot-em-ups. Like, there is one that I'll probably attempt to show at some point in time called Musha, which is an incredibly rare game to find. I actually got it on eBay several years ago, and it cost me over $60. And I guess, like, it is such a rare cart. Just to find the cart is rare, let alone the, you know, the complete game in the box and everything. So, But it's incredibly difficult, like most shmups. And I'm not going to pretend that I'm any good at them, because I really do suck at shmups. But they're still fun. I love playing them. So yep, Mystic Cave Zone, done. Oil Ocean, next. And I just took my last sip of coffee. I might need to make more later. So Dan, what did you do on your vacation? I woke up at 7 in the morning, actually before 7 in the morning, and recorded a playthrough of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. You can see it on my YouTube channel. That's what I'll be saying to people at work. Who needs to travel when you can make video game videos? I try to wait as long as possible before I activate Supersonic. So I don't want to break the level too bad. And yes, there are places that you can actually break the game with Supersonic, aside from just that one glitch. It's I don't know if the game wasn't properly bug tested or what, but there are some spots that you're just like, why didn't they catch this? But it happens, you know. They're especially these older games. Sometimes the bug testing wasn't nearly as polished as it is nowadays. But the thing is with bug testing too, from what I hear, it is like the worst job in the video game industry. It's basically the bottom floor, the ground floor. And it's so tedious because you play through the same part of a video game over and over for an entire day. That's like your 8-hour day, is playing through like 2 or 3 levels, or just even a section of a level, and just trying to break the game. And taking copious notes while doing while doing it. So, unfortunately, if you really want to get a good job in the video game industry, you have to pay your dues if you want to sing the blues. And you know it don't come easy. Hopefully that doesn't flag my video. I love you, Ringo. I will say one thing, at least YouTube doesn't mind if you, like, badmouth them on a video. They're not going to censor it. At least I hope not. If all of a sudden this video just gets cut off, like, mid-sentence, then we'll know what happened, but YouTube might close my account or something. Whatever. I make new one. So, I don't know, I'm not a fan of this level. It's monotonous, I think. It's a bridge between Mystic Cave and Metropolis, and I'm also not a big fan of Metropolis Zone either. Although I do like the soundtrack in this level. I'm just not sure what kind of trope they were going for with this. Like, I get like a Middle Eastern vibe from it. Maybe that's what they're doing? Oh no! I got shot for racial stereotyping. Or at least Sega punishes you for saying that. But the structure of this level is just so god awful. And I hate those things with a passion. And I hate this with a passion. And I hate these things with a passion. Do 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 do. Ugh. I hate you with a passion. I hope the seals can swim in oil. That oil looks really thick and crude. And I hate these things with a passion. But not nearly as big of a passion as I hate Metropolis Zone. I can at least take this level in small doses. I cannot take Metropolis Zone. You will see me struggle in Metropolis Zone. I don't know why. That level has always given me trouble. At least after you get through Metropolis, you're rewarded with Sky Chase, which is probably like the easiest freaking level in the entire game. It is essentially, you'll see it. I mean, you sit on a plane piloted by Tails, and you just relax and jump up and hit the occasional robot, and that's it. That's your level. So Jim Dandy good. One ring short. That's alright, I can get through this without Supersonic. 3, 4. And this thing will come out. And now Laser Beam. Yeah, and he's gonna shoot the floor. No? Die! One thing I love is the variety in Robotnik's machines in this game. I mean, he's got a freaking oil sub and a lava sub. And he's got, you know, the frickin' drill Eggomatic, and, you know, the Eggomatic that, like, spews blue sonic killing chemicals. And this one, he's got the in this level, he's got the Eggomatic that has eggs surrounding it that spew little Robotnik clones. Ah! Hate those. This level also has the dreaded slicers. What's a slicer? A pain in the ass when you're not supersonic. This also has the shell cracker. Also a pain in the ass. Like that. Because apparently, even if you're past his claw, it still counts as a hit. Alright. As long as I can get my supersonic going before... There's the first slicer. No, didn't want to go down that way. Oh well. I think I have broken the game in this level before. That's the one thing about Supersonic in this game. I've said it before, I'll say it again. He creates glitches. Glitches that I don't think the programmers ever intended to happen. Or ever tested for, because they didn't expect them to happen. Which is kind of annoying. So, riding up. Alright. And here we go. I'm just trying to get through this level. Yeah, these pipes, unfortunately, break with Supersonic for whatever reason. Alright, platforming. Precise platforming. Nearly impossible with Supersonic. Ride this. Slicer, you can't get me because I'm Supersonic. Ah! There we go. And that's the end of the level. Okay, Act 2. Now this is the only zone in the game, too, that has 3 acts. Because apparently 2 acts wasn't enough for this terrible, terrible stage. Sega had to torture you with 3. Slicer! Oh, love the spin dash. I'm so glad that, like, Sonic 1 is the only game that does not have a spin dash. Ah! It's the only thing that can kill Supersonic. A fall down a hole or getting crushed. Really? Ah! Hence why this level is fucking annoying. Ah. So much for that really good run I was just having on this level. And unfortunately, this is one of those levels that I do have to sort of concentrate for. Yay, Supersonic. No, I wanted... I hate these things. I hate just about everything there is in this level. I really do. It's a pain in the ass. I wish this level didn't exist. I really do. I think I had nightmares of this level as a kid. Probably still do. I just suppress it. As long as it doesn't result in a brain tumor. Yeah. I just can't take this level. Even a Supersonic, it's still an annoying level. At least slicers can't kill you when you're Supersonic. Extra lifetime. Much needed. So one thing about having Supersonic is that it's very hard to get 100 rings to get extra lives. Yes, got him. Yeah, I don't know what happens to the poor unfortunate animals in those exploding stars if you can't kill it before it explodes, because most of them you can't, because they're up against the wall. They're in the background, so you can't jump through the walls. Supersonic's super, but he's not like amazingly super and can break through anything. Alright, here we go, Act 3. And you're faced with a slicer just to start things off. And a shell cracker. Just happy the knockback didn't send me off the platform. Now the thing with this level is I'm really gonna try to get Supersonic, because it'll make my life so incredibly easy. Ah! Forgot about that. I mean, at least the music's cool in this level. I guess. That's about the only good thing I can say about it. Everything else about this level sucks. The platforming sucks. The obstacles suck. The badniks suck. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh. Yeah, you're not gonna get me. There's a slicer up here, I think. Nope, good. There's one somewhere. Oh, and this is a fun bit. Jumping from nut to nut. Oh, shit. Ah! I knew that was gonna happen. Can you sense my frustration, people? This level has just taken my good mood and has totally killed it. No, you're not. Really. Why did they put him there? Really? Who does that? I just have no words right now. This level is frustration to the max. Frustration to the max. Well, at least that saved me from a shell cracker. Temporarily. Really? Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yep, there we go. And knockback. Now the longest frickin' screw in the entire level. And it's gonna take like 5 minutes to get up this thing. So did anyone catch the game last night? Oh, wait, that's right. Football season's over. Oh my god. Seriously, I've got nothing to say right now, because this level just pissed me off so bad. At least I'm at the end of it. And try to finish Robotnik off quick. Just to get out of this dreadful, dreadful place. The trick is to hit it when it's looped upwards, like that, except without losing all rings. Because this is actually a pretty easy boss fight. Once you get to this point, that's all he's got. So there we go. Made it through Metropolis Zone. I'm gonna, like, take, like, a 2-second breather before we start up on one of my favorite levels of the game. Sky Chase, because it's so relaxing after that. These badniks are just no match. What? I have to occasionally jump to avoid you? Okay. And the soundtrack is so relaxing. It's so nice, so beautiful. I like when you pop a turtle and a turtle actually falls out of the turtle. There's a turtle. The turtles are cute. I think I like the Sonic games a lot too, because it helped my inner animal lover. Because I do like animals. And Sonic is a good game because it teaches you to love and appreciate your furry and feathered friends. There we go. Just enjoy the soundtrack as Wing Fortress flies by. And I'm going to show you how to get through Wing Fortress in, like, just a little over a minute. Because apparently some people do have trouble with it. Yeah, we're going to move in a second, Sonic, don't worry. Yeah. I flew today. Ah, this is so nice. I'm not gonna get those rings because I don't want Supersonic in this level because I don't want to disrupt the beautiful soundtrack and ambiance. And that's the end of the level. So now Wing Fortress. The penultimate level. So, I wonder what Tails does after he gets shot down, what he was saying. Oh shit, Sonic! I'm not going to be able to follow you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And Sonic's just like, whatever. And just up like that. And yeah. So I just avoided a whole mess of platforming. And just right up here to get an extra life. Which at this point I don't think I really need, but better to be safe than sorry, because I am pretty rusty at Death Egg Zone. I'm not gonna lie. So, there's these boxes up here that you're actually meant to roll up and hit, but you break the game so badly as Super Sonic. Yeah, so this is the end of the level. Minute 22. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eat it, Robotnik. Eat it. Extra life there. And now let's chase him. Is it just me or does the Robotnik look really weird in that pilot seat? And notice that Sonic is his normal sprite. He doesn't have the extra spiky spike sticking up that he normally does with Super Sonic. I always find that really odd that they did that. Alright, so we're about an hour and 7 minutes. The Chaos Emerald hunting basically took up 20 minutes. If we didn't do the Chaos Emerald hunting, we would have been long done. So, this is where our journey ends. And how the hell does Sonic, like, survive in space without any pressurization or anything? Video game logic. And I like the fact that they composed an entire song for Death Egg. Even though, like, you're only really listening to it for 2 seconds. Yeah! And an extra life for the bargain. Awesome. Come on, Robotnik. Ah! I got too overzealous. Oh, man. And really, that part doesn't give me trouble. It's Metal Sonic. There we go. And, I don't know, to me, this Metal Sonic seems more dangerous than Metal Sonic in Sonic CD. I like that one better. He looks larger, he looks more threatening. 1. So you have to hit this thing 12 times. And the trick is 2. You have to dodge it. 3. 4. 5. So he basically does the same 2 things. If you go behind him, he launches bombs at you. But if you stay in front, every other one, he'll walk forward. Or shoot the hands at you. Like this one, he's going to shoot the hands. So you run over. And then run back. Give him a good bop real quick. And this one, he'll walk. And it's just a waiting game. Like, the challenge in this boss just lies in the fact that you have no rings. So there's no margin for error. You just have to be perfect and just be extra careful. But, I mean, with enough practice and timing, there we go. You can get it done pretty quick. I've seen this done even faster than that. So, that's it. That's Sonic 2. This is the little ending. You get like these little beautiful still graphics. And, you know, Tails looking up. He's like, either he's worried or he's got this look of hope like, oh my god, Sonic, did he make it? Did he make it? And like, he's saying to the animals like, don't worry, I'm gonna get him, I know he made it. I just love the music in this part too. It's good. It's very fitting. Very fitting end to the game. And there's Sonic. Somehow he's super even though we had no rings. Not sure how that's possible. See, Tails, he didn't even need you. Now, this is the good ending. You have Eagles with Super Sonic. In the ending, if you don't have the Chaos Emeralds, it's a bunch of the blue birds, the blue flickies. And here we go. So, I'm going to say goodbye for now, and thank you for watching, and enjoy the mix at the end, and I'll see you on my next one. Keep on gaming.